to No Guilt, Just Growth. I'm Kristen Pomper, wife, coach, and corporate working mom of two. I help ambitious working moms stop running on empty and start building lives they're obsessed with, without the guilt or burnout. I'm on a mission to redefine what success looks like for moms, because one thing I know for sure, it's not about putting everyone else's needs above your own. If you're ready to stop surviving and start thriving, you're in the right place. Welcome back to the show. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today, we're talking about something I think we've all wished we had more of at some point. I know I certainly have, and that's work-life balance. It's something we're told we should chase, but here's my take on it. Balance isn't what we should be striving for. We need to redefine what we're after, and today we're diving into why balance isn't the key and what we should actually be working towards instead. And 10 of my favorite tips that have helped me manage how I split my time and energy between my career and my family in a way that feels good to me. Work-life balance, I feel like it sounds amazing on paper, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to be that mom who's rocking a successful career, has fulfilling family time, is in great physical and mental shape, maintains an active social life, and still has a thriving, connected marriage? We want all of those things. But here's the thing. Work-life balance isn't what is going to help you achieve them. And I don't think balance is what you're truly after, because true balance means equal weight on both sides. When I think of balance, I picture those old-fashioned gold scales. It's balanced when both sides weigh the same. So if we're after true balance, we're chasing an equal 50-50 split between work and life. But work is just one piece of the puzzle. And I suppose that you could break it down a little bit further, like the skills that you need to grow, the projects that you tackle on any given week or quarter, all the meetings that you attend, maybe even the relationships you build with coworkers or your boss. But life, on the other hand, it's made of multiple categories. Your marriage, your relationship with your kids, your relationship with your parents, siblings, extended family, your in-laws, friends, your health and fitness, whatever you like to do for fun, and so much more. None of these are meant to fit neatly into a 50-50 split. So instead of striving for balance, I think it's more powerful to ask yourself, am I spending my time and, more importantly, my energy in alignment with what truly matters in the season I'm in? Think about it. Maybe your parents are aging or a family member is having some health complications. That season calls for prioritizing family. Maybe you're in a really pivotal point in your career. Perhaps you're up for promotion or leading a really big project, so work needs more focus than it ever has before. Maybe your kids are leaving for college and your marriage becomes your central focus once again. The key here is just because you're prioritizing one area over another doesn't mean that you're neglecting anything. There's a few glass balls you have in your life. Mine are family, which includes my marriage, my kids, and my parents, my career, and then my health and fitness. Each of these glass balls matters, but the order in which I invest my energy in them shifts with seasons. Before I was married with kids, my career took up almost all of my energy. I was putting in long hours, pushing for growth, and honestly, my relationship with Bobby, even early on in our marriage, it took a backseat. The scales were tipped, and that was okay because that's where I needed to invest my energy at that time. Now, with young kids, my focus has flipped. Family first, career second, and that's totally fine. These early years with my kids, they're short. I recognize they will only want my attention for so long. So I'm trying to take advantage of that and be uber present while it still lasts. To me, this is the time to build connection, to make those deposits that pay off for years to come. I know seasons will keep changing. There will come a time where they don't really want anything to do with me. I hope that season is short, but I'm not naive that it's coming. I envision a time where I'm all about my marriage. I also know there's going to be a time where I'm leaning into taking care of my elderly parents. And I definitely think I have another career push in me. Each season has its own purpose, and we just show up for what matters then and there. And here's the magic part. When you invest in the right areas for the right seasons, over time, the long haul, that's how you have it all. Think about it this way. Those years I spent fully invested in my career weren't lost. They built a foundation. Recognition, promotions, financial stability, and flexibility came from that focus. And now that foundation allows me to prioritize my family in this season without worry. I can take the kids to appointments, go on vacations, enroll them in activities, or even take a mental health day for myself because I invested in my career when I needed to. The same principles apply to my family or any other priority. When you pour yourself into a season, really lean into it. Make deposits in that area of your life. You're setting yourself up for long-term alignment. Those other areas aren't neglected forever. They'll get their turn. It's about strategic investment, not constant juggling. That's why chasing a 50-50 balance is a trap. Sometimes life will look 70-30, other times 40-60. There will be sacrifices, but when those choices are intentional, they don't feel like loss. They feel like alignment. They feel like playing the long game. So instead of chasing balance, I want you to think in seasons. Ask yourself, where should I be pouring my energy right now? What areas of life need a big deposit in this season? And trust that by investing fully where it matters most, over time, you really can have it all. So how do you get aligned? Here are my top 10 favorite tips. Number 1, audit your time. You will never achieve more balance, fulfillment, or alignment if you don't know where your time is actually going. This exercise was a game changer for me, and I stole it from Laura Vanderkam's book, I Know How She Does It, which I read during my first pregnancy with Olivia. Do a time audit for a full week. 2 weeks is even better. Break down your days into 15-minute increments. Write down everything you do from the moment you wake up to the moment that your head hits the pillow. Laura Vanderkam has a template that you can use on her website. At the end of the week, highlight the tasks that energize you in green and tasks that drain you in red. Delegate or eliminate as many of the red tasks as possible. Then replace them with things that light you up, those ones in green. Trust me, this simple exercise will completely shift how you think about your time. Number 2, identify your priorities and create non-negotiables. You cannot align your life with what you want if you don't know what's important to you. Not just as a mom or wife, but you. Living a fulfilling, purposeful life starts with putting yourself at the top of your own list. What matters most to you? Career growth, family time, health, personal passions. Identify your top priorities, then work backwards to create non-negotiables around them. That time you reclaimed from your time audit, fill it with these priorities. Pencil them into your calendar and protect that time like it's gold, because it is. Number 3, master transitions. You juggle a million roles. You're a mom, a wife, daughter, sister, aunt, friend, employee. That's a lot to carry every day. And if you're not intentional about it, it can feel like one hat bleeds into the other. When I pull into the driveway after I get home from work, I take a quick moment to consciously switch gears from work mode to mom mode. I used to blur these lines way too often, wrapping up a work call or responding to emails as I walked into the house, ignoring my babies as they welcomed me home. If you work from home, mastering transitions is even more crucial because the lines are blurred even more. Take a moment before you leave your workspace. Set a clear intention to leave work at work. Just like you would check your chaotic, tantrum-filled morning at the door when you enter the office, take the same approach when you transition into family mode. This small, intentional act will make a world of difference in being fully present with your family. Number 4, live where your feet are. This has become my new life motto. When I returned back to work after having Grady, I really struggled with being present. When I was at work, I was constantly thinking about how he was doing. Was he eating okay? Was he napping? How many times has he pooped? It prevented me from getting any work done, and my to-do list at work just piled up. Then, when I finally got home with the family, all I could think about was the work that I hadn't gotten to and that was waiting for me the next day. While I was physically at home, my mind was on work. Now I live where my feet are. When I'm at work, I'm focused on exactly what needs to get done so that by the time I get home, I'm able to fully be present with my family. The more you focus on being in the moment, the more you get out of it, and the better you show up in every area of your life. Number 5, set, vocalize, and stick to boundaries. No one can respect a boundary they do not know exists. Set them, vocalize them, and you are the one that has to stick to them. If you don't uphold your own boundaries, no one else will. Number 6, focus on quality over quantity of time. Your kids want and deserve your undivided attention. 20 minutes of intentional, distraction-free time with them will always outweigh an hour of being present while you're answering emails or scrolling your phone. The same goes for work. And to be fair, I'm not a shift worker, so this may not apply to you if you are, but if you can get your tasks done in 6 focused, productive hours instead of physically sitting in the office for 9, you've freed up 3 hours to invest in yourself or your family without sacrificing results. This leads me to the next one. Number 7, eliminate distractions. Distractions are a productivity killer. It's said to take 23 minutes to get back on track after you're interrupted. So when we're constantly jumping from task to task, we're wasting time and energy. Minimize interruptions and distractions to boost productivity and stay present in the tasks that matter most. At work, put your phone on Do Not Disturb and close extra tabs to focus on one task at a time. These small moves make a huge difference in your productivity and your mental presence. Number 8, stop multitasking. Multitasking, it might feel like an efficient solution, but it's diluting your attention and energy and killing your productivity. Research shows that multitasking actually reduces productivity by up to 40%. When you're trying to juggle multiple tasks at once, you're more likely to make mistakes, have to redo things, or duplicate efforts. Think about it. You're responding to emails during a meeting only to have to rewatch that recorded meeting because you missed key points, or even worse, you're wasting your coworkers' time when you have to ask them to fill you in on what you missed. When you focus on one thing at a time, you're more present, reduce the need to redo tasks, and ultimately get better, faster results. Number 9, learn to say no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Setting boundaries and saying no protects your time and energy. Whether it's a work meeting that doesn't align with your priorities or a social obligation that drains you, boundaries are your secret weapon. Number 10, ask for what you need. Maybe it's flexible work hours, a partial work from home day, more help around the house, or simply time for yourself. Whatever it is, ask for what you need. You'll never get it if you don't speak up. Okay, I lied. There's actually 11. Number 11, don't overcommit. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. My rule of thumb when deciding whether to commit to something in the future is really simple. If I wouldn't say yes to it right now, I won't want to say yes to it in a few weeks. It's a no. Be intentional about your commitments. Creating work-life alignment or harmony, whatever term resonates with you, it takes intention. If you want a life you're genuinely obsessed with, one where the time and energy you pour into your career, your family, and yourself feels right for this season, you have to create it. No job, no boss, no system is going to hand you perfect balance. That's on you. You get to design it, and it can change season to season. So the next time you feel out of alignment or like your energy is being pulled in a million directions, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What am I doing because I truly want to do it? Keep investing in those things. They're the fuel that keeps you energized and motivated. What am I doing because I think I should be doing it? Identify the shoulds and really challenge them. Delegate, say no, or let them go if they don't actually matter to your life right now. What am I doing because I love doing it? Make a plan to intentionally carve out time for those things. Schedule them into your day like any other priority. Whose expectations am I actually chasing? Pause and notice if you're living by someone else's rules. Adjust your actions so they reflect your values and what you truly want, not what others expect of you. These questions are your starting point. When you get clear on what's fueling you versus what's draining you, you start creating a life that's aligned with this season of your life. Not just checking boxes, but actively investing in the areas that matter most right now. Because seasons change, priorities shift, and alignment isn't a one-time fix. It's a practice. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a fellow working mom who might need to hear it. Together, we can reach more moms who are ready to build lives they're obsessed with. Next week, we're diving into burnout. If you've ever felt like you're running on empty, juggling a million things, and wondering if this is all there is, this episode is for you. I'll share how burnout sneaked up on me, why it's not just about doing too much, and most importantly, how to reclaim your energy, your joy, and your spark so you can show up fully for yourself and your family. You are not going to want to miss it. Thanks so much for being here today. I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you in the next episode.